Yo, what is up, Oompa Loompas? Riding on your Roombas, on your way to Zumba class. I don't know what I'm talking about per usual. What's up? What's up, guys and gals? It is Agent Orange, Botbender Orange, whatever you want to call. I don't know. I'm thinking of going back to the old name, but yeah, we'll see. Hey, in front of us is the Aerospace deformation combiner that y'all been asking about, that I've been asking about, that everyone's been real interested in seeing. The folks on Insta have been real crazy about this, and I mean, I'm pretty crazy about this. And so, yeah, I decided to just kind of do a quick review for this guy today. And when I say quick review, I'm not gonna break him down into the individual bots and stuff like that. I might do it on the other videos, but I figure, you know what? I'm just gonna bring you guys the main course first, dude. No teasing, no nothing, no individual parts. I'm just gonna give you the whole kit and caboodle, the shebang-a-bang. So he's pretty crazy. He's pretty nuts. He's quite large. And like he's made of all Voyagers. Even the body, the torso is a Voyager. And they did some really unique things with the engineering, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But first, let me comment on the plastic quality. So you're gonna be able to hear this. Like, you hear that? That means there's a lot of hollow parts, and that's fine because he's bearing all this weight. But yeah, be mindful that he is basically made of like, he's a big guy. He's just made of a lot of hollow parts. There's a lot of metal on him too. Like, I kind of question some of the metal choices though. Like, I think it's cool, but like this. I would not have made this part metal right here because, dude, that's a limb, and because of this, like, this has a collapsing thing, but because it's so heavy, like it just hangs down. But I guess it's fine. But I feel like the hands are like not symmetric. I feel like this one hangs a little bit lower, but that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, so there's die cast here. This is die cast. This right here, this bit is die cast. And I wish they hadn't done this in die cast because this also, again, is like a weight piece. So it wants to just hang down. Yeah, I would have preferred had they left that off. I think there's no die cast in this guy. I don't think there's any die cast here. And there's a little bit of die cast on this guy as well. But overall, no, these are not die cast. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see the leg just popped out. That's another one of the things about this is that, like, I think these are made for children. I think this is made for children. I mean, the little card from the Chinese Aerospace team or whatever, the Chinese CHASA, it is directly like towards kids, and it's like, my wife read it for me, and it's directed towards kids, and it's trying to inspire creativity, inspire you to be, I don't know, more interested in science and stuff like that. So yeah, like you just saw before here, I'll just show you now. The legs, the way they connect is like this. You see that? Yeah, it's just friction basically. Like, I don't think there's any real like spring mechanism there or anything like that. It just frictions in. And that one actually is arguably tighter than this one. This one has even like less stuff in there. And as you can see, that's just basically the joint. Yeah. So, but again, here are some other interesting things about this guy. Like I said, he's normally, when we see a combiner, we basically see like deluxe, and like Voyager or like Leader or something or something like that, or like Voyager, I guess. But in this situation, like I said, he's all Voyagers, right? Then how does the torso work? Well, as you can see, normally what would happen is there'd be a Voyager class that extends the thigh, that become the thigh parts as well. But this is really interesting in that the entire leg is composed of that guy, and this entire leg over here is composed of that little rover or whatever that thing is. So that's really interesting. I don't think there are any combiners right now in the main Hasbro line or the TF verse where the limb bot becomes the full leg and not just the calf. Typically the arms are the biceps and the forearms, but the legs are typically just the calf. And they're kind of compressed versions of the arms, you know what I mean, right? But yeah, this is really unique. And another thing is this bit right here. Oh, let me take off the arms. The arms are just on frictions. It's a mushroom peg. Longevity wise, I think this is going to be okay. But yeah, if it ever decides to go, then I'm asked out. Because yeah, that's just a little hole in there, and then you can see there's some teeth. There's some teeth around there, and that will basically ratchet with those tiny things there. And I'm not sure how long, if I like were to vigorously keep spinning it, yeah, I'm sure I'd like end up putting a lot of wear, but I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, so the fit's not too bad. The arms are much a stronger fit than dude, this hell reminds me of like not Czech Republic, Croatia, the Croatian flag. Yeah, what's up, folks from Croatia, or Bob's Big Boys? Bob's Big Boys had that thing too. No disrespect, Croatia. But yeah, so again, he has some teeth around there. It's a lot of friction stuff, and I can even see a little bit of wear right there on the plastic. See, and like so, I'm not really gonna spin this. Oh, okay, that just came off. Never mind. So I think that was just some loose plastic. But here, so yeah, so that's that. That's that. And there's a reason I'm taking this apart, because I want to show you something. So this right here is an accessory that you pop out, and it becomes, I don't know, it becomes some type of meaningful part for this guy. So see this bit right here, the waist area. What's really cool is, oh, you know what? I forgot to mention, there is one parts forming aspect about this. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. There is one parts forming aspect about this, and this is the top part of like this thing. You know how like the rockets, they'll like break off into space? So yeah, the booster part is down here, and this is the actual payload or whatever it is, and so this comes off. But yeah, it conveniently plugs into the back. I mean, you don't have to, but it conveniently does, and it looks good. Like it's Superion, or not Superion. Superion. Dude, I'm forgetting a Silverbolt. Like Silverbolt has like the Concorde, the nose, you know, back there. So I think that's cool. But this is what I really like. This bit right here, right? This whole thing actually collapses upward into the back, so you don't actually see it when he's in robot mode or his bot mode. And it just basically extends down when you need to make the combined form. I think that's really, really cool. And then so to cover up these legs over here, like the thigh parts, you just plug that in. I think that's really great too. I wish there were some more gimmicks like this in the Hasbro stuff, because sometimes, you know, when the torso bots transform, you see limbs galore, but stuff like this closes it out. And look how clean that looks. Look how clean that looks. It fills out the little undersides of the chest, and these tab in very securely. But yeah, it's pretty neat. And this head actually, when this flips down, the head like Voltron's in kind of. And it's made to look like an astronaut too. I think that's really, really cool. Yeah, that's really cool. And like I said, individual bot modes and alt modes, I will do in another video. We'll just kind of celebrate. We'll just kind of celebrate this guy in his combined mode as is. Another really cool thing is their feet mechanism. So, you know, a lot of times in the Combiner Wars or any other thing, it's like, you know, the figure is dependent upon like resting on a really, really solid foot. This thing actually kind of has a good center of balance and rests by itself. So this foot, more than anything, just kind of helps stabilize it. And dude, look at this connector. Dude, it's only these two tiny things. And basically it's showing you that it's, wait, hold up. Yeah, I mean, it's in there. It's not going to come out. And it helps it become stable, but it's really not the thing that's keeping it up. It's the dual action of both legs kind of together that help it stand. And really, this leg is probably more stable than anything. Did I do something wrong? No, that's right. But yeah, and the same thing over here. So this guy plugs in. He has two little slots, and those two same tabs basically just. And so you got to imagine, like, why would you want a foot like plugging into the bottom wing, right? How stable is that? But it's because these things are really the stabilizers. Everything else, this is just aesthetics. Yeah, it's just aesthetics. And so when you plug it into the main torso, they stand quite well. Yeah, see, there's no issues whatsoever. Yeah. Let me show you the fists. The fists are also really interesting, and so we split this apart. And so they're on a mushroom peg, and then they swivel. Do some of this focus, and so they turn into guns normally. Yo, what is going on with this focus? Come on, guy. Yeah, they turn into guns, or Lord. Primus, give me strength, please. Stop going out of focus. Let me see if I could just lock this in place. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's basically the hand. Not bad. It has the Combiner War aspect where you got two thumbs on the side. But yeah, it turns into a gun, which I kind of like. I don't know if that's actually a gun. Yeah, okay. That's a little peg right there. Yeah. And so, yeah. And then you basically sandwich that into the arm, and then you're good to go. All right. So yeah, you just open up that bottom part, put that in, close it. Yeah, like I said, that bottom part is way too heavy. I think they should have put the die-cast somewhere else. Like, this is die-cast too. And that's cool. I like it, because it makes it feel like heavy, but I think they should have thought about the weight distribution. And, it has your typical arm bend, but maybe it's supposed to be like this. Maybe I did it wrong. I don't know. But yeah, it can swivel off of the hip and also the knee joints of the character. Yeah. Overall build is like, I think they could have polished it a little bit more, and I think it would have been like, out of 10, I would have given it like a 9 if they had polished it a little bit more. When I mean by polish is some of the fit and finish. Like this, I wish it wasn't so easy to take apart like this. I wish the legs basically, okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, I think they could have polished it, and I don't necessarily mean like polishing the surface. I mean like usability testing and things like that. This one's not that bad, yeah. So let me show you some of the other limbs as well. And like I said, I'm not going to transform them all, but just to kind of show you, and you'll be able to figure it out. You'll be able to get it. This guy, if you can't tell, is a knockoff of Astro Train, of the classics Astro Train. There's a lot of similar elements. And he's still a triple changer, but he changes into an arm and not a... You know what? I can't say it's a direct bootleg, but I would say it's highly, highly inspired. At least in my opinion. I think it's highly, highly inspired. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not 100% bootleg, but in my opinion, I think this is highly inspired. And yeah, one might argue that it's like, well, you can't really do that much with what is it? Can't really do that much with a space shuttle. And yeah, I get that. And but yeah. So same thing. Head pops up over here. You got like the arms over here, I think. I don't know. But yeah. But he's not bad. This guy or the torso might be my favorite. This guy's not bad either. The Bob's a Big Boy, Croatia, the checkered flag. This guy is obviously some type of like some satellite or something. I think one is a satellite, one is a rocket, one is the NASA shuttle, and the other is it's like it's a satellite dish, like a radar detecting, like a detector or something like that on the ground. I think the coolest bot mode or alt mode actually goes to this guy, and I think I can do really quickly because he's super easy to do. So I would say he's the flimsiest. As you can see, like some of this plastic is pretty thin. Yeah, but this dude, you just kind of, I'm not gonna do it right now, but he's a rover. So it would look like that, right? And the legs basically fold up under it. But yeah, he has all these like cool bits. It's kind of cool. He has like, I think they're solar, I don't know what they are. I think they're solar panels, yeah. It's kind of cool, dude. Overall, I think they did a really, really good job. Some of these have these like random designs there, and I don't know. I think they did a good job. I think this is a fun toy. If I had kids, I would buy it for my kids, but I don't, so I'll buy it for myself. Right now, like I paid $95 or something like that because I wanted expedited shipping. So I got it in 2 weeks, but they are available on AliExpress right now, and it's about $65 shipped. You can anticipate probably getting it within a month or two, depending on how bad your delivery pathways are being affected by, COVID, delays to shipping, and all of that. But yeah, it could probably take a month or two to get to you. So if you got a little bit of scratch, I mean, he's not the most posable. He's not the most dynamic or anything like that. But if you got a little bit of scratch and, you want a pretty cool combiner, something cool to display, good alt modes, robot modes are okay. Like, oh, that's the one thing I was going to say. This guy really, really focused on the alt mode and the combine mode. I would say alt mode came first, combine mode came second, and I think bot mode was third. But yeah, if you want a original combiner that celebrates aerospace stuff, space exploration stuff, and don't mind that it's from Chinese NASA and not our NASA in the US. Yeah, he's a cool figure to get. I do not regret getting him. He's a very, very beautiful display piece. And yeah, I'm going to have him here at the office because I can't really do any true bot bending because he doesn't have any like 5mm ports and stuff like that. But yeah, he's a fun character to have. And yeah. I'd highly recommend it. Out of a 10, I give him a 7 or a 7.5. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. And like to put in perspective, like Combiner Wars Superion, let's say, out of a 10, I'd probably give him a 6.5 or a 7. He's around there, plus or minuses against each. And like Motormaster, Combiner Wars, I give that guy like a 5, dude. And so I think he's better than that. The proportions are good. The materials are all right. They're a little bit hollow. There's die cast, limited posability. They could have made some improvements on the connectors. But yeah, overall a good piece. And I do not regret shelling out for him. So yeah, Agent Orange, Botbender, I'm out for now. You guys have a fantastic day. I'll catch up with you all very, very soon, okay? Take care, guys. All right, bye.